Oh yeah, they can keep the fame. I traded all for one last wish. Put my people on, so they ain't never gotta worry about no dollars. When I get right, when I get right. Oh yeah, when I get right. When I get right, oh yeah, haters gon' know how I feel. Watching me cutting these heels, yeah. Thought I would make it this far. Get on my level, I'm raising the bar. You can't be me. I'm on another level now. Stop.
Shout out Shauna Songbird.
hating.
Shauna Songbird. All right. She Shed Show 2.0. Thank you for staying with us. You are watching the 19th episode of the She Shed Show 2.0. I'm your girl and host, super duper underscore trunk rattler. I'm joined this evening by Miss Lovey,
Indeed. Aisha.
queen of all things indie. So on the intermission, we enjoyed ourselves, a little conversation, a little fresh air, and things like that. So thank you for a little break. It was nice. But we are back and we got more topics for you, okay? All right, so I know we talk about all kinds of things up in here, but the number one thing that I always like to talk about is money, because money is so important to us. It is the way that we can get ourselves up and become less dependent on the system. And when you're less dependent, then you're more free to think. So I really want us to make those endeavors into entrepreneurship and save money and acquire some of the things that we really want. So I really wanted to advise everyone. It's the end of the year. I really want you to, head on over to the IRS.gov website, get abreast of the new situation at hand. We're all going to have to file our taxes this year, and things have really changed. So there are a whole lot of tips out there for you to, get prepared and ready. And one thing that you can do is, locate some of your receipts. Like this next year, maybe make a resolution at New Year's that you will try and make some new plan to become more financially organized. So, that's what I would like you to do. Now, if you are in the way of business, like, maybe you've decided to start a new business, or you want to do something else, or maybe you've already started or start writing or whatever, you can always head over to Kavanaugh Nwezi Financial Solutions. It's a black-owned business.
That's who does our taxes.
Already, shout out Kavanaugh.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah.
That's our business. That's who does our CPAs.
Oh yeah, he's an amazing person, isn't he?
Yes, and his wife.
Yeah.
I love them.
Absolutely. Yeah, he can help you with, developing your LLC, doing your taxes, 501c3s, trusts, give you some sound financial advice, and, head on over there. That's Kavanaugh Nweze, Nweze. All right, so that's one. And I had a quote for today.
Ooh.
I always got good quotes. I just love quotes. It's the way my mind works. It's like reading short little books. Courage is a fire. Bullying is smoke. Who's gonna contend with smoke, right? Smoke ain't nothing. All you gotta do is like fan it away, right?
Yes, indeed.
Move out of the way, right?
Ooh, bitch.
Bullying ain't nothing but smoke. So, and everybody running around hollering about all this. So, who wants smoke and who wants the beef and da 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 da. That ain't nothing. Because courage is actually fire. Bullying is smoke. It's a quote by Benjamin Disraeli.
Oh, Benny, talk to me.
Yeah. So, what do you think? Who's harder to raise, girls or boys?
I have zero idea because I have 0 kids.
Right.
I'm like the worst person to have. Seems like today you got all these questions about marriage and kids, and I'm like, I don't know. I'm not that friend. I'm the ratchet Single, rich auntie friend. That's what I want to be.
Rich auntie.
That's what I want to be. I want to be the rich auntie.
Rich auntie.
Just got to get rich quick. I'm already an auntie.
Well, I think boys are harder to raise.
A black boy, I could see that.
Yeah, because I think that girls are more expressive and they will kind of let you know how they're feeling, and you know, their outlook is more apparent, whereas boys sometimes have more difficulty expressing themselves. So they could be contending with some pretty big issues. So
I wonder why, though. Do you think it has to do with how they're raised?
I don't necessarily know if it's about how they were raised. I think it's I think it's a part of society that they, kind of tell boys that they have to. Yeah, it's a car running out there. Okay. It's all super loud. They tell boys, you're whining if you're complaining, but sometimes, you need to express yourself. My daughter, she got pissed off at me the other day. I can't remember what it was about. She's 15. Right? And she's at that age where like all the doors slam all the time, and she storms off or whatever. I think I was on the phone with somebody and they were like, they kind of didn't believe that I let her storm off like that, because they were like, if that were me, my mom would have got up and she would have I don't know. I really do believe that it's really important to allow people to express themselves.
Yeah, but there's a way to express yourself. Being disrespectful is not a way to express yourself.
Right. But I feel like sometimes when you pop your top, you're not really at the best time to learn that lesson. So when it's de-escalated, then you talk about behavior like at a more calm time, because
that just teaches them that they can flip off the handle because they can always come back later and be calm. That's not like a healthy way to teach someone to handle their shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But I kind of see too, like when people are having like a moment where they, are having like a really strong emotion, and you try to either calm them down or, pin them down if you have to, like that can make things escalate a little bit more. You don't think so?
No, because someone has to be in control. Someone has to be like the person that's in control. Like, it's like teaching self-discipline and teaching a person to have restraint, to control those emotions and to express them in a healthy, non-disrespectful way, not walking the fuck off or saying some fly ass shit. Like, I wish I would have walked off. I wouldn't have made it far. I would have made half a step before someone would have hit me in the back of my head. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a respect thing for me.
Is that respect or is that fear?
I mean, it's a fear of being hit in the head, but a respect for the fact that she ain't about that bullshit. She ain't about that bullshit. Like, it's a ranking system. We're not equals. You're a parent and this is a child.
Yeah.
So it needs to be understood however the message comes across. But I mean, I'm an 80s baby. So
yeah.
I mean, certain shit the kids do now is just like flabbergasting to me. Yeah. Even my little brother, he got away with shit. And I was like, totally different structure of raising, So I feel like when you let a child it's like having a tantrum damn near.
Yeah.
Every time something happens you don't like, and then they take that into the real world. That's why you have these people flipping off the handle instead of having restraint and being able to think through their moments and sort their emotions out in a healthy way to where it's not impending on the next individual, the next human being.
Yeah. Thank God for family though, right?
Definitely thank God for family.
Because, we act out with our families unlike we do in the real world. And I think that is like the best thing too, because like you can be your true self with your family, whereas you can't really do that out in the real world. You could get arrested for some of the stuff that you say and do with your family or whatever,
Right.
But I don't know, I do definitely try to give her room and space to express herself. When she's angry or upset, I let her go ahead and just rip that off, because, I know people are always saying, well, control yourself, but two, express yourself. I really think that it's like the basis for, being able to communicate within ourselves to ourselves and understand ourselves. So, I don't know. Maybe I have some raising to do too as a parent. I'm definitely not done, even though I'm a grandmother already.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
what?
I'm a granny.
Where,
Yeah.
where was I at?
I don't know. He's 4 years old.
Oh, I didn't know you yet.
Xavier.
That's
That's my grandbaby. Yeah, I'm a grandma already.
You hot granny.
Yep, I was a granny at 36. I was young.
Oh man, you was a young granny.
Yeah, I was a young granny.
Oh my god.
It's kind of hot though, right?
Is your daughter's or?
It's my son.
Okay, so you have a daughter and you have a son, and that's it.
Yeah.
Okay, a boy and a girl.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, he has a little boy, my grandbaby, Xavier. He's such a sweet, smart kid. He's totally into drums.
Okay.
Yeah, like he plays the drums at church and like he's really talented with it. Like he understands rhythms and like he's very talented musically. I can't wait to see where he goes with that.
That is dope.
Yeah, shout out Granny's baby.
Oh my goodness. What does he call you?
Bubby.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. Like a Jewish woman.
that's what you was that day.
I guess. I don't know, but I think it's great. Yeah, and shout out my mom. I went out to dinner with her yesterday.
Hey, shout out mama.
Yeah, we had such a good time. Went to Olive Garden and sat there and
I
talked
love
and
Olive
stuff.
Garden.
Yeah, she tore up some salad.
Ooh.
Yeah, she killed that. Shout out mama. Playing yourself. I don't know if you saw my my little writing on the Instagram the other day.
Talk to me.
Yeah, okay. So I wrote a little something about playing yourself. I thought it was pretty interesting because, sometimes like, people are just like such prey. Like they're just out there looking for somebody to try to take advantage of and they play the role or whatever and try to take advantage of one person, their kindness and, I don't know, they might just spot a little weakness or whatever in them. But I wrote a little something about that. So I wanted to share it. Okay. So playing games with people who are serious, not practicing, not simulating, but real life engaging. It only attracts other players into your life. Like attracts like. So while the primary focus is on playing one person, peripherally, you won't notice yourself getting played and ultimately playing yourself. So quit the game and just be real. There is no cheat to the system. In reality, players only play repeatedly, beginning at square one each time. In the future, they can realize that there are no winners and there are no losers and there is no game. We are all actual humans simply trying to enjoy the benefits of love and being loved while minimizing the negative impacts of someone else's lacks in preparation and abilities and fallacies on top of their own. Yeah, playing yourself.
That was deep.
You think so?
Very much.
You think so?
I do.
Yeah. I don't
Can
think
you
it's
really play
deep.
yourself though? She
Hell
shatters.
yeah.
Did she say that?
Hell yeah.
I hate to be played, so I hate to
Yeah.
play myself even more.
Yeah.
I'm talking about that shit makes me irate. The moment I feel like I'm being played, I go from like that. It's like one of my hot buttons.
Yep.
Like I have zero control. It's something I battle with on the regular with myself.
Yep.
Because it makes me literally furious.
Yep.
Like I felt played the other day. I have to admit this. I felt so played. Like
What
first
happened?
I'll cry because I'm so angry, like furious, and I have to, this is a different kind of anger. Like you can be angry and frustrated, and you could be angry and want to be violent. And it was a want to be violent
Wow.
anger
What happened?
when
Can
I
you
feel
tell me?
played. No, it was just what I was going through in that moment. Of feeling played.
Yeah.
So I've really resided with your poem or what you wrote.
Yeah.
Because,
I actually got played too.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
You want to tell us about how you got played?
I can tell you a little some of it.
Okay, let's hear it. Because I
So,
got questions.
so
Played by a dude, or are we talking about played in general? Because I'm not talking about played like on some boyfriend shit. I'm talking about played like
then my
some
shit is
business
petty. I
shit.
ain't gonna bring it up.
No.
No, I did get played, and I felt played. And be honest with you, like when up close, I didn't see it coming. But then once I detected that I was getting played, and I backed up, and then I realized I had gotten played, man, like all the red flags started just be like bing, 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 all over the place. Like I'm, I don't know. I mean, I would hate to say that I might be easily taken advantage of.
No way.
I think so, because there was one big red flag that I did not see. I did not take seriously. I didn't think anything of it. And if I had, you know, really thought about that and been a little bit more cautious, I would not have stepped into a snare. So, yeah,
That's such a strong, like, that's strong.
yes.
But I mean, aren't we always learning from the shit and the missteps and the mistakes?
Fucking right.
You know?
I'm getting smarter every day. Like, see, my thing is that, I didn't grow up in a time where like I had to deal with a lot of people who had bad intentions toward me. And so when I'm in interacting with people now, like I might be a little bit too trusting.
Uh,
I've really got to be more suspicious. Um, I was going to tell you earlier this week, this guy, he asked me why don't women submit to men anymore? And my first response was because
oh. Oh shit!
Scary.
I totally did not mean to do that. I was like,
That's
you
good.
see me? I was putting my hand down, like with the.
Yeah.
I scared my
Yeah.
damn self, bitch.
No, for real. Like I really got scared.
I scared me.
My heart beating.
Right? Like, shit, I need a shot now. Fuck.
But he asked me this, and I was like, just like I was thinking just now about like how suspiciousness is healthy and not to trust people, because like I've had my run-in with people who are not trustworthy, and I tell anybody now, like, don't trust no fucking body. Like, be careful with yourself.
Now, I believe in being careful with yourself, but I think like the more in tune that you are with yourself, the more you're easily like able to identify these red signs when you see them. It's one thing to see it and ignore it. It's another thing to see it because you've seen it before and identify it and move in that truth. Like, you can't be mad. Like, I mean, you can be mad for getting played, but I'm saying like you can't be mad for allowing yourself to trust. You just have to be more mindful of who it is that you're trusting.
Ooh.
Like a lot of people, it's like it's easy to be a dick. It's easy to be hateful and spiteful, and but it takes effort and energy to be loving and forgiving and walk in that space and be trusting. You know what I'm saying? So maybe not trusting outward, but trusting yourself. Like, I have to trust myself in this situation. If I get fucked, then this was a lesson I need to learn, but it also gives you opportunity to look at something in a different way.
Yeah. I don't know if I really trust myself. Yeah, I really don't, because I consider myself like a very strong-willed person.
Mm-hmm.
I feel that I can handle mature topics and follow through on commitments. I feel that I can do a lot of things, but because I didn't see those signs and I didn't react in the way that I should, I really don't know if I can trust myself in another. I don't know. Like, I don't know if there's a school or something that can teach me these things, but I'm telling you, like, I got caught off guard on that one. So fuck motherfucking people who be trying to play you. Like, man, there's a special place for people like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think also moving with an understanding that people have a basic human nature, and that
Mm-hmm.
is survival. If you know that everyone you interact with is
Yeah.
trying to survive, then it's not like I don't trust this person. It's just like, hey, this person is going to do whatever they have to do to try to survive, even if that
Right.
means take advantage of me. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I think it's just a shift of thought. Like, instead of maybe feeling like we can't trust nobody, maybe we need to be like, damn, everybody out here is living this human experience and they're trying to survive. And some people are limited to trying to survive off of other people's
Yeah.
kindness, other,
Mm-hmm.
because that's all they either vibrate. That's the frequency they vibrate on.
Isn't that ugly?
It could be ugly. It depends on how you look at it. Because survival is survival. Like, what do we, you know what I'm saying?
I
Motherfuckers
mean,
do anything to survive. It's
you
human
know,
nature.
we call it survival,
What it
but
is.
like survival is like, daily food and water. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
Having a roof
survival.
over your head and clothes
Mm-mm.
on your back. That's actual survival.
No.
This manipulating and maneuvering between people and stuff, that manipulative kind of factor, that's not survival. That's
In the
something else.
it's survival to the person who's doing the manipulating, because they're thinking that these moves are being made in order to survive,
Yeah, I feel that.
even if the
Yeah.
survival is ego,
Mm.
and they're satisfying some type of emotional gap or lack of self-respect, or self-esteem. You
Now
know
you
what I'm
helped me with
saying?
that. You just helped me with something that I didn't know. I didn't
Okay, I have
realize.
moments.
Yeah, no, that was a very intellectual thought
Assessment.
there. Yeah, I'm gonna carry that away with me, because that was one of the red flags, was the self-esteem. So yeah, totally. I appreciate
There's
that.
people that get off on getting off over on people because they consider it like a personal, like in their mind they're competing, like, it's
There's a
just this like
competition going on.
psychological need to feel this certain type of energy, even if though it's a low vibrating energy, they need and crave it. So they're trying to survive, like they need it,
Yeah.
just like they need food and water. Like those people that's always in drama, like it's like they thrive off of that. That's what feeds them. It's kind of like that, manipulating people and being able to say, "Oh, I finessed this person. I hit a lick." Like I know, I used to get took advantage of a lot, But then I start looking at those situations like and feel sorry for the person instead, because they
Hmm.
lost a good person in their life, and then
Yeah.
it's like it's sad that you're that desperate that you would do that, like
Yeah. See, that's the thing that I don't get. Like
the desperation or the
the taking advantage of people to that degree. Like it doesn't really make sense to take advantage of someone, because what you're getting is something you could probably go out there and get yourself. I just
It's
think
not
that
about what you're getting, though. It's
it's
about
like
the process to
it's the
them.
root of it is like that envy and that greed. And see, like that's the thing that I'm like most suspicious of, because if you would do that to me for, penny any attention or maybe a gift or some money or something like that, then you would do anything. Like, I do not trust people like that. And that's why I'm always saying, like, don't fucking trust these motherfuckers. Like, I say that like at least twice a day. I wrote something about protecting your light.
Okay, fire.
Not everyone has light within them, and it arouses an envy and an anger in themselves when they see the flicker and they feel the warmth of light. They'll blow out a light no matter how rageous that light is, and it will bring them great joy to no longer see that light and feel its warmth. And when the light is no more and coldness sets into all things reachable, the light snuffer retreats into its dark and cold den of solitude. Just a little something about protecting your light.
Hmm.
There's
Well,
people out there blowing lights out. They do that shit. She said it.
she said that.
Mm-hmm. No, for real, I said that. Cause well, I'm telling you, this is the type of year. This is the time of year where you really got to have your guard up. Something happens at October 1st. There's that shift in energy or whatever, where people get really, really crazy for money. There was a man found stabbed at Best Buy the other day on 59 and 610. And there was another lady who was found dead in a parking lot. Somebody had done something to her. And, it's just like, it's crazy out there. Like, people sometimes really just go above and beyond out here trying to jack and scam folks or whatever. So, like, you got to be on your guard, like, all the time. Like, when you step out of the house, even sometimes when you in the house, like, you need your guard up and be careful out here, because these motherfuckers will get you.
Facts.
So listen, I know we didn't get to really talk about nothing funny or nothing tonight, because it's just not my feeling tonight. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm feeling kind of retrospective, introspective. I've been really touching basis with how I'm feeling about a whole lot of stuff. So y'all are getting the blunt of that. So
The blunt of it.
yeah, I think it's brunt.
It is.
BRUNT.
But I was here for the blunt reference.
Were you?
Yeah,
Great.
and choking appropriately.
So listen, okay, every Wednesday at 8 p.m. I'm gonna be here. I am super duper underscore trunk rattler.
Indeed she is.
And I'm down with the She Shares Show 2.0. We are on episode 19, y'all. Now, we only have a few more shows until the end of the year. And I need to get some feedback from you guys. I need to know if you're feeling this. I need to know if you're liking it, if you're not liking it, if you want me to talk about anything that's, close to your heart or whatever. Send me a IM, a DM, or slide in, or whatever y'all do or whatever. Let me know what y'all thinking and stuff. Like, let your girl know how you feeling. I'm joined this evening by Miss Lovey, queen of all things indie.
I ain't shit.
We'll see you next Wednesday, 8 p.m. right here on I Love